Meanwhile, X Factor sitting at 1-1 after dropping one to the Ironman yesterday. Hurricanes also 1-1, but going to lose 2 bodies off the break and catch a minor, so losing 3 bodies. Great start to this Saturday morning for San Antonio X Factor.
Yeah, so it should be an easy one for X Factor once they count the bodies. It's a lot to a little on the body count, 5 on 2.
Yeah, you hear a lot of teams calling Ricky when they see bodies come off the right side of the field. So a triple Ricky right there, and now Billy Bernaccia crawling forward in the snake too, but he catches one in the pack. A little sloppy there from Billy.
Yeah, it was Nick Ripple from the can. Coast-to-coast shot.
Yeah, Thomas Taylor was talking about how tall players in that can drop one in on you. Nick Ripple has the height there, but Archie Montemayor quick to take the real estate over, correcting the calls to Matt Jackson in the middle.
Archie Montemayor going to get up in the snake 3. Still a big high body moment for X Factor to try to capitalize on. Archie Montemayor, snake 3 inside with Matt Jackson, and that is actually going to force a concession.
So now we're seeing coaches be much quicker on the concession in this day too, recognizing these low-scoring situations, needing points, not willing to spend the time on low-odd situations given the pace of play out here. Really good conversation in there by AC Diesel. No one getting hot.
Yeah, trying to keep it positive, productive. On the breakout, 5 bodies live this time for the Hurricanes, maybe for a sec. Okay, yeah, 5 bodies. Pate's going to move at a doubling up that back center. So it's Camp and Ripple. Camp in the back center, Ripple at the can, and Pate just moved up into the mini wall. Stu Ridgel, early penetration up the middle for the Hurricanes. Ripple dives into the snake.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia already in the snake 2 for X Factor. I believe that's Colt Roberts playing that little door in the center of the field. And then then cutting across back to the mini wall. Good job by Colt Roberts, recognizing that Ripple had gotten into the snake 3. He retreats in order to be able to shoot the gap forward. And then it's Cody Bayless, TJ Danner, and Meter Ninos in the backfield. X Factor up 1, still a long way to go in this one. 5-on-5 start to this point.
Yeah, 5-on-5, which benefits X Factor sitting on this lead. Could be a long one here. Ripple shooting the inside cut. Ridgel's going to stay dedicated on that top side lane. Penalty, though, this could quicken things for the Hurricanes as TJ Danner leave the penalty on him. That pulls out Meter. Could have been vice versa.
No, I believe it was on Danner. I think he has a little hit on the top of his loader that he did not feel or see.
But look at this, though. Billy Bernaccia turning the tables here. Top side, he shoots Stu Ridgel. But good zone control from the Hurricanes as he gets caught. Colt Roberts is going to try to launch an attack as the chaos slightly sets in. Nick Ripple head checks away from a fight here on your screen and stays alive. With Cody Bayless in front of him. 4-on-2 situation here in favor of the Hurricanes. Cody Bayless going to get eaten up by Nick Ripple, leaving just Colt Roberts.
Colt Roberts in this situation. Might see him send it. Low odds. Probably not going to be able to hold off 4. But he's in a tough spot to make a launch. Getting shot by Nick Ripple. Hurricane's going to tie it up.
Not a penalty-filled event, but seeing a decent amount of flags fly here.
Just posted on it, you're going to shoot him in the back.
But even if he's inside from that spot and hits the deck, he should be able to crawl up into that wedge, no problem. Jumping into this tie ball game here with a little under 12 to play, doubling up the middle. Middle plays developing with a higher frequency here as we're starting day 2. Bell's going to go through.
And he gets shot by, he gets shot by the Aztec on the inside on the overwatch for Colt Roberts. So good job by Cody Bayless recognizing his job there in that Aztec.
It's still a trade, though, but the benefit of sending the 2 bodies up there is that the X Factor boys still have an attacker up there with Matt Jackson. Ripple getting into snake 2. Pate, the mini wall. Top of your screen, but Jackson is right by them. Matt Jackson trying to be the difference maker here. And during that, did they lose 2 more bodies? I think they did. So it's a 3-on-3. Interesting tactical situation developing here.
Yeah, I didn't see Billy come off or whoever the one was on the snake side for X Factor there. But 3-on-3. Ripple in the snake 2. C-right out wide for the Hurricanes.
Matt's being very patient in this position. He's definitely hearing Ripple's gun. Ripple has no idea he's there. He'd go get him.
Well, the Hurricanes definitely, it's 4-on-3 advantage Hurricanes. They have the back center, the snake 2, the mini wall, and now the Dorito 3. But Pate definitely doesn't know that they killed the snake player. There's no one on this side, and Pate is pumping paint. C right now getting into the Dorito 3, feeling no pressure.
Oh, and Matt Jackson does get the drop in on Ripple. Ripple crawls up into Snake 3. Matt Jackson stitches him up, gets the crossfield kill. And Matt Jackson turns this from a 3-on-4 into a 3-on-2.
Awesome job by Fuzzy. Incredible patience there.
And gets the kill on Camp. This is going on the list, too.
He killed Pate, too. Nice 4-pack by Fuzzy right there. Awesome job playing with patience. I'm not sure if he got the comms or just heard Ripple go forward, but gets the drop on Ripple to protect himself, then immediately comes inside, kills C right, kills another body. I think it was Daniel Camp out of the Snake 1, and then beats Pate in a heads-up gunfight. You're always seeking perfection and never arriving there. I don't care if it's paintball, writing, basketball, whatever your pursuit is. There's always something to improve. Now X Factor trying to improve their 1-point lead on the New Orleans Hurricanes. Both these teams sitting at 1-1. This is a critical game. The winner will control their own destiny going forward in this tournament.
Yeah, Hodges getting a spin here for the Hurricanes over Ripple, and he's gonna get quickly into the Snake 3.
I thought Matt Jackson was about to shoot him there. Dodges one like Neo. Now Rigel coming forward. Looks like he's thinking about trying to get Fuzzy off the field, but he'll have to go through Meter Ninos' gun if he wants to do that. Watching that cut through the middle.
Yeah, Jackson just completely dedicated on Hodges right now. Rigel thinking about going. No, he's going to stay dedicated towards that top side, mirrored up with Matt Jackson for the Hurricanes.
He can't go through that alleyway with Meter inside with gun dominance.
Yeah, Meter's just pumping paint through that zone. As Billy Bernaccia gets into Snake 2. There, top side of your screen. 5-on-5 still here as we crack the 9-minute mark.
Rigel now looking for the inside route. Recognize Meter's gun. Trying to find a different route to get Fuzzy off the field where he can save his body, but Archie Montemayor is over the top of that mini wall, wisely coming off that does Rigel. Archie would have eaten him up if he tried to come forward there.
Yeah, Hurricanes, the early burst of aggression, middle and Snake side, now posted up, shooting some zones. Eventually gonna have to dip Bell out of that back center.
Yeah, Bell looks like he wants to come out behind Hodges, playing over the top of that back center. A little wary of Fuzzy Jackson and coming over the top.
And Billy Bernaccia now in Snake 3. Mirrored up, cross field, sideline to sideline with Hodges. Stu's gonna try. Rigel comes through and eats up Matt Jackson. So Rigel alive at the Hertz Tower. He gets taken out by Meter Ninos, wraps around. Hodges moves up to the 50 off that. Bell gets out of the back center for the Hurricanes, and Meter alive in the back corner bunker on the D side. Archie checks off over here as the madness going down in the middle and bottom side of the field. Hodges is gonna come onto X Factor's side into their D3.
TJ just picked him up. TJ picked it up and called it to Archie. Archie now hunting forward. He knows that Hodges is there. Looks like he wants to come get him or trap him. Hodges coming up high. X Factor doing a great job of not exposing themselves to this threat on their end.
Meter, quick run out to the sideline, try to get a better angle here on Hodges. Couldn't commit long to it though. The bounce shot kind of off the, and that one might work.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia shooting a bounce shot from the Snake 3 off his own Hertz Tower. Doesn't quite zip in on Hodges. Hodges wheeling and dealing. He's got to be careful. X Factor knows he's there. They have 4 bodies. Picks a gunfight with Archie and then comes off it.
With the trajectory of that bounce shot, it's more like a bank shot in pool, as that was a long one, but it was pretty accurate and creative on the bounce shots out here. Billy Bernaccia. Hodges living on the edge over here for the Hurricanes. He gets Camp behind him though.
Yeah, and Camp is applying the pressure on Billy. It's making it hard. Billy not really able to come up and rip that bounce shot with Camp inside on him.
If Hodges comes across with where Montemayor is, ooh, he wraps around and puts Billy in. Here comes Meter again with a couple steps out, and now he's gonna go up into D1, and he's gonna commit on Hodges. He shoots the bunker before letting Hodges know he's coming, but it doesn't matter as Hodges couldn't get his gun that way. Meter's gonna hit the deck and get crawled. The ref's gonna crawl in and check him out. He also shot, that was not Camp, I think that was Williamson.
Oh yeah.
Meter Ninos.
Absolutely filthy. The patience there, taking it when it's available, getting him clean, getting Williamson as well, and then hitting the deck into Snake 1. They're a favorite out here.
If it didn't rain in Atlantic City, they would have won Atlantic City. Oh, bad start here for the Hurricanes. D-side player had to tag up, and he's going to get smoked. So That's a big boost to X Factor.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia calling Ricky. Saw the body come off from the right side. Meter Niños filtering up to the middle with a 2-point lead, 6 minutes to go. Still a long way to go, but with 5 alive and a kill off the break, looking pretty good. However, Nick Ripple is quick into the Snake 3 for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Nick Ripple feeling no pressure actually at Snake 3 here on your screen, and he's just big bodied up, rolling his gun crossfield. He's a tall guy, can get good drop shots crossfield.
Colt Roberts was playing the 1 on the Doritos side during the 3-man tournament. Ryan Brand and Dixon Yang have switched him up to playing the middle more. I like that switch. He's playing that door in the middle of the field for X Factor in this 5-on-4 situation. Nick Ripple, the only wide progress for the Hurricanes. No one out on this Dorito side for them. Drew Bell going to filter over to the Snake side as well. Billy Bernaccia probably going to try to make his way into the Snake when it's available. Drew Bell getting in behind Nick Ripple now for the Hurricanes. He's going to have to go through. I can't tell if that's Williamson or Daniel Camp on the cross from that lay-down wall here for, yeah, that's Camp for the Hurricanes, but Billy gets through the gun into Snake 1.
Yeah, Billy in a good spot for a hold play with under 5 now and up by 2.
I thought Drew Bell might have gotten shot, but no, the ref checks him. He's clean. Billy now into the Snake 2.
X Factor, pump and paint downfield, still mostly in the pocket, except for Billy Bernaccia, who's out wide, bottom Snake side. A triple stack of bodies from the mini wall over to the Snake 3 position. So options over there. Ripple eventually going to try to make his way past the, or get into the 50-yard line wedge. It's going to be tough, though, looking at these guns. Ooh, Billy living on the edge, trying to pop the top for X Factor. Stays alive.
It's tough to see where the attack is going to come from for the Hurricanes here, you know? Even if they go into that 50 wedge, he's got no one to kill. You got no one on the Doritos side.
Pate's thinking about making a move. Pate wants to move up into that brick.
X Factor always with great field understanding. Pate comes into the middle. He's not going to have much to shoot at there. Can start thinking about trying to get onto X Factor's side, but he'll have to go through Cody Bayless's gun in that Dorito insert to do it.
Yeah, so Pate's going to focus on that D side and in the middle. X Factor's posture telling me that they have no intention of moving up, except for Billy. Billy has been being very proactive in this spot. They're going to get the shot in on Pate, so it's a big kill here for X Factor.
Yeah, I think that must have been Meter. Pate trying to wrap, looking like he might have wanted to come forward to get Colt Roberts, but he gets killed. So now 5-on-3 advantage X Factor, and it is not looking good for the Hurricanes. Low bodies down to 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, the Hurricanes could potentially drop this game and still have a chance to move on. I really think the spread is going to be pretty low based on how many close games we've had.
Yeah, I agree.
Depends on what bracket you're in.
So, and that's partly why we probably haven't seen a concession here. Down 2 bodies, usually not the end of the world, but the way they're spread doesn't look good at all for the Hurricanes. However, don't necessarily want to go down 3 with a lot of time left. You risk having the match get away from you, losing by 4. That's going to be the end of your turn.
Yeah, there's just not. I mean, we're down to 2:30, so there's definitely not a lot of time left. But as far as the Hurricanes having a chance to win this one, oof, I mean, we haven't really seen too many points sub a minute without a penalty or multiple kills off the break.
I love what I just heard from X Factor. They're in the hold position. They have it perfectly. And Billy said, hey, at some point, we're going to want to make the move, right, to get their point in the 5-on-3. And Colt Roberts said, I know. They're just on the same page having the conversation. They'll probably take it down to about 1 minute, 30 seconds. Billy trying to shoot from Snake 3 to Snake 3. Ripple feels the paint, but is safe from it. Billy still has Daniel Camp's gun to go through.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia linking crossfield with his boys here on the comms. Hurricanes trying to keep Billy from moving up into that wedge. Ripple at certain point is going to have to commit.
Yeah, and try to go through Meter's gun. That's the gun that's holding him up right now. Meter from that mini wall, and now Colt Roberts coming into that brick.
Makes it clean into the brick, wrapping inside. Nobody's inside, so he's safe there.
Yeah, so Colt, I think, is considering hopping the inside, putting paint on Ripple, and going forward onto the Hurricanes' end.
It's just so hard. Colt's being cautious when they have a lead to protect where time's ticking off the clock. He'd love to get this next point, but when you're in those bunkers looking outside from either the door or the mini wall Billy gets across, you just have no idea where those players in the center are.
Yeah, Billy called back to TJ. TJ 5,000. That probably means their whole right side, 5 side of the field is empty. Now Billy owns this whole side. He can wrap. Daniel Camp can't do much to keep him contained. Just 60 seconds left. X Factor now in closing posture.
Ripple is on that lane. He's not flooding the lane with paint. Might not have a lot left.
Colt just asked Billy, can you shoot the Alamo for a second? Just want to get some space so that he can come forward and try to shoot Ripple.
So that's why he moves up to try to wrap around. And he's going to try to do it from the inside angle. Running out of seconds here. 25 seconds to go. Meter Nino's coming off.
They get Ripple.
And then here comes Bayless going to launch. Bayless gets Ripple. Here comes the stack of attackers. And with 14 seconds left, they're going to have enough bodies. And Billy Bernaccia hits the buzzer with 10 seconds to go to put that 4th point on the board.
10 out of 10 for X Factor right there. Perfect hold play. 5 alive. Kill off the break. Kill the time. Close it. Get the point. Awesome job.